Not one, but two tough losses for the Commodores tonight as they get swept in a doubleheader to the Orleans Firebirds. Game one was a final of 3-2. Game two was a final of 3-1. Welcome to Closing the Door. Alongside Logan Soforenko and Carter Bainbridge, I'm Trey Redfield. And Carter, the bats were hot last night across the bridge in Wareham. They went to sleep tonight in a doubleheader.
Yeah, the bats for Falmouth suddenly going about as cold as the weather has the last few days. 12 runs against Wareham last night, but only 3 combined today in this doubleheader. All the runs and hits, I guess they left them across the bridge because 3 runs across 14 innings, it's just not going to do it, whether you're playing 7 innings, 9 innings, or if they even went into extra innings in pro ball. So cold bats tonight for Falmouth across 2 very different lineups in both games. Different guys starting in the outfield and up and down that lineup, but neither group could get very much done.
But, Logan, I think you got to give this Firebirds pitching some credit. They mowed down the Commodores in Game 1, and especially in Game 2 with their southpaws.
Absolutely. Not even just the ability to get outs, but in game number 1, the Falmouth Commodores put 7 of their 9 bats lefties, and when the Firebirds countered by bringing in some left-handed pitching, they just could not do anything offensively. But then also for the Orleans Firebirds, you got to give credit for hitting the ball with 2 outs. A couple of home runs came with 2 outs. Some RBIs came with 2 outs. So Orleans had everything going for them today. And if you think about it, Carter and I were talking about it up in the broadcast booth. Orleans had 2 runs through 5 innings. That's not a lot of runs. The Falmouth Commodores offense just could not give Jerron Watts-Brown some help offensively. But then game 1, give credit to Ben Hess of the Falmouth Commodores. He pitched a really good outing today, but then he tossed it over to the bullpen. Levi Wells had some issues coming out of the bullpen, hitting the first 2 batters that he faced. He was charged with the loss, but as to your point, you got to give credit to Orleans at the end of the day for sweeping the Falmouth Commodores, who, as you said, put up 12 runs on the other side of the bridge yesterday.
So next up for Falmouth is a trip to Veterans Field to take on Chatham. The Commodores dropping to 2-6 on the season. Carter, I'll start with you on this one. What do the Dores need to do to beat the A's for the 2nd time this season?
Well, they're going to have to keep pitching well. The Dores didn't pitch all that badly today in either game, only let up 3 runs both times. Coming into the day, no team on the Cape has hit worse in terms of team average than Chatham. The Anglers have really struggled at the plate. Falmouth has as well, but their pitching staff had a good day today. If they can keep that rolling out at Veterans Field, they can hold that offense in check and maybe scratch out enough on offense to come away with a win.
First pitch is at 7 o'clock. Logan, what can we expect from the Dores on Tuesday, as Monday, tomorrow, is an off day?
Well, hopefully some rest. 2-6 in the first week of play isn't good by any means, but like you said, Chatham, they've been struggling offensively with the batting average, but when 1,000 Oaks Kids goes yard, another one could on Tuesday. Rock Reggio is active for the Chatham Anglers, so he will likely be in the lineup on Tuesday in Veterans Field, but as far as the Falmouth Commodores are concerned, they have to stay consistent with their hits. They got to get runners in scoring position, and they got to be careful on the bases. Jacob Kozar took an interesting approach on a read ball dirt when he was at second. He tried to take third, but they said, nuh-uh, we're going to throw him out. So right now, got to be smart on the bases, got to be good in the batter's box, and you got to give credit to the errors. There were none today for the Falmouth Commodore defense, so carry that into Tuesday, plus some good offense and some consistent pitching. Good week of baseball coming up because 4 of the 5 games are going to be on the road, so it's very important the Falmouth Commodores buy in and lock in.
The Commodores got their first win on the road last night against the Wareham Gatemen. They're looking for more success on the road this upcoming week. Monday, the Dores are off, but on Tuesday, Falmouth is back in action at Veterans Field taking on Chatham. First pitch is set for 7 o'clock. We go live at 6:55 at youtube.com/Falmouth Commodores. That's going to do it from Gov Fuller Field with Logan Soforenko and Carter Bainbridge. This is Trey Redfield signing off for Closing the Door.